Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Sims 3 renovation for Sunset Valley. I have no idea what this house is actually called. I do know it's Jamie Juliana's house, I'm pretty sure anyway. But other than that, I actually don't know the proper name for it, but I'll have it by the time you're seeing this video. I also need to get screenshots because I did take before screenshots, never took after ones. I don't know why, I just obviously completely forgot, but I have to go back and do that anyway. So I will have the proper name for you anyway, and you'll see it in the title. But this house is actually beautiful. I love the before. I think it is very nice. It's just very colourful, and I, of course, am a very dull, boring person, and I hate any bit of colour. So I had to remove all of that, stick to one colour, which was, of course, green, because I have been loving that recently and putting it in all my homes. But yeah, I literally stripped the house of all the colour and life it had. And made it look kind of boring. But I really like it though. I think it's nice, in my opinion anyway. You'll need to let me know your thoughts on it, but I think it is pretty nice. I didn't do a whole lot of changing at all, as far as I'm aware. I did a bit at the front, and then this like cool roof thing, I guess. That's kind of all I did. And I changed the wallpaper, or I don't know what you call it, but the siding. I made it more of like a kind of a blue, like a nicer, paler blue, I guess, rather than the bright, I don't know what kind of color, just like a minty color, I guess. I made it more of like a blue, I guess, is all I have to say. And I am very, very happy with it. I did build this quite a while ago, so I don't fully remember it, but no, it's very good. Very, very nice, and I'm very pleased with it. Of course, it is up for download in the description below on Mediafire, as usual. So be sure to check that out if you are interested, and you can download it there. Also, this video will be out on the 23rd or 24th of March. So I am on my Easter holidays then. So I want you to let me know if there's any lots in particular you would like me to renovate, or even just in general build or anything like that if there's a particular type. But in terms of like Sunset Valley and stuff, do you want to see like, oh, the art gallery, or, you know, the goth households? Like, let me know particular ones you want to see, and I can really focus on them while I'm on my Easter holidays and get them done and get them out, because I currently am in the middle of like a bunch of them and I want to know kind of what ones to focus on more, I guess. But yeah, I've got a lot to get through, a lot to finish up with, and then yeah, that's great. But I haven't done a voiceover in a very long time, which of course I say in every single video, but I don't know, there's a lot going on. A lot of like, you know, news and stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing, you know, overly exciting, but news nonetheless. So the first thing is, I had a theory test on Saturday, I think last Saturday, and I sadly failed it, only by 1 point, which is very, very annoying. But yeah, I sadly failed. So I'm rebooking it for in like the end of April, which is very exciting because it's not even that far away, and I'm excited. I'm not like, I'm nervous, of course, because, you know, like I'd like to pass it, of course, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It'll be fine. But I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? When I'm answering it, I just overthink everything, and, you know, end up having to just randomly pick something. But yeah, that's basically what happens. I just overthink and it completely messes everything up. But I'm gonna, you know, take it easy, take my time, and, you know, get it right, I guess, and get it, you know, whatever. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I went in for the test, and, you know, when you book the test, you put in your date of birth and address and everything like that. And then when you're there and about to go in, you have to confirm it and be like, I was born here, or on this date, I live at this address, whatever. So I said my address, and then I said my date of birth, and they were like, this one doesn't match what we have on our like system, our like thing here. And I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't book my test, my mother booked it. So the wrong date of birth was obviously put in. So I had to like ring a number the person gave me, and they were like, just tell them, you know, your number. And it was about 100 numbers. Like, it was like actually ridiculous. It was like 100 numbers, and they were like, read this out to them and, you know, tell them your name and what needs to change. And immediately, as soon as she said that, I like was like, I can't do that. Like, I am not going to be able to do that at all. So I went outside from the like examination building, and I was like stood outside, and I was like ringing the number that she gave me, and like, okay, it was a really busy road. There was no quiet space to call. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hear anything when you call, and I was like panicking so much because I was like, I need to like, ring them and tell them, and I'm like not able to because like there's like 100 cars going past making so much noise. I literally couldn't hear anything. So I like messaged my mother, and I was like, oh my god, like the number's wrong on the booking thing, and they're making me ring this number, and I can't hear anything. I was basically just getting like really overwhelmed, and I couldn't, like, I didn't know what to do. I could just feel myself getting all like panicked and everything. So she ran back from the car park because, of course, the building is just wonderful and there's no parking near it. So she ran back from the car park, and she did it, but it was like impossible to hear. And in the test, it was very, very stressful. Like, right at the end, they want you to do a survey. While I was doing that, after having done the test, waiting for my results, oh my god, my heart was beating like crazy. I was so scared. I did sadly fail, and it said fail on the screen. It popped up and it was like, unfortunately, your result this time was a fail. And I was like, oh my god, get it off the screen, get it off the screen. I don't want people to see that. Like, because people obviously are walking past to like leave the room, walk into the room, whatever. I didn't want people to see it, but no, it was okay. And I'm doing it again, and I'm, feeling positive, gonna go into it feeling positive and ready to take on that test. But yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous, but it's okay. It'll be fine. And I'll get it done whenever I get it done. So yeah, I guess that's it. Also, a new Sims movie, apparently. Well, a Sims movie, which is interesting, honestly. Apparently, I think Margot Robbie is either in it or producing it. I've heard both, so I'm not really sure. But I think it sounds interesting. And I was talking to people, and I was like, I feel like because if Margot Robbie's in it, because of the Barbie movie, in a way, I feel like they're sort of similar vibes in a way. Just the way that it is, and it's like a doll in the real world. That's kind of in my head how I imagine a Sims movie would be. But I don't know how it would be, how it would work. Like, are they gonna pick like, the Bella Goth storyline, or are they gonna do something completely different, but they're Sims? I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm very, very interested. Honestly, I'm very interested. And yeah, I'm curious. I want to see more. I want to know more about it. Also, there's an Among Us movie. I've heard about that too, with like Elijah Wood and a couple other people. I genuinely thought that was a joke at first. So the fact that it is not a joke is kind of crazy to me. I just feel like an Among Us movie is very random, and not random, but like it was the last thing I was expecting. I just didn't think I was gonna see that news that there was an Among Us movie. But that's interesting. And then a Minecraft movie as well. It's like every game now is being turned into like a movie or a TV show or something, which I think is quite cool. And I love seeing how they are like adapted, I guess. I don't know. I think it's very interesting. But no, definitely the Sims movie. I'm very excited and interested, intrigued how it's gonna work. Obviously, as you know, The Sims has so much lore, like, there's so much stories to it, and not news, like just backstories for every single sim, every single game, like everything. Like, it's crazy. It's such an in-depth game, and each one of them, each of the Sims games have like, different storylines and everything, and different sims, and I don't know. I'm very interested. I'm very intrigued by it. And I would love to see more about that. Also, Kate Middleton, what is going on there? I genuinely, like, I'm so interested in it. I'm not interested in the royal family. Like, it just wouldn't, be something that would pique my interest. But all this stuff with Kate Middleton, if you haven't heard it, basically, I don't know the full story, but from what I know, Kate Middleton, who is the like Duchess or something of somewhere, maybe, I don't know. Basically, King Charles is Charles is the King of England. His son William is married to Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton had a surgery or something like that, and basically disappeared. Not like literally disappeared, but off social media, internet, you know what I mean? Basically public eye. And people were like, oh, you know, basically just coming up with all sorts of theories, ridiculous ones. Like, it's actually crazy what people are coming up with. And then she posted a photo, and I don't even, like, I don't know. I've seen the photo, and everyone were like, inspecting the photo, all these little details, and they were like, this has been photoshopped, this has been edited badly, this part's AI, this is from an old photo, that of like Kate and everything. And it's genuinely crazy. And then Kate had to post a thing, and it was like, oh, I am just an amateur at Photoshop, I was just trying it out or whatever. But it's like, what was she even trying to Photoshop? Because it's like, ooh, Charlotte's hand would be kind of warped weirdly, and then the pattern on like George's jumper didn't align properly, and like things like that were very odd, I guess. I don't know. I just think it's so funny. And then there was another photo, which I don't believe is new, because, Queen Elizabeth's in it, and it's not new, but it's like Queen Elizabeth and all her grandkids or something. And it's like the pattern on the couch is messed up, and the jumpers are messed up again, all sorts like that. So people are kind of finding these photos and realizing that like they're like photoshopped or something. And then apparently William and Kate were spotted at like some sort of farm thing, but apparently it wasn't Kate, and it was just someone who looked exactly like her. So yeah, that's very interesting. Poor Kate, she had surgery, so maybe she is simply just like recovering, from surgery. Like, but people are making all these assumptions up, crazy ones. So I don't even know. Like, I don't follow it fully, but from what I've heard, that it's just crazy. I just think it's wild. But yeah, what else is there going on? I feel like so much has happened and so much is going on, and I can't remember it. Of course, when I press record, I forget every single thing that's happening. But Easter is coming up very soon. I'm very, very excited. And I have 2 weeks off for Easter, for spring break or whatever you want to call it. So the plan is to work on videos and Sims and stuff. I've got a good few recorded, so I'm kind of just working through those and, getting them voiceovered, edited, all sorts like that. I do need to finish some builds, which I've started and not finished. I also need to get screenshots. I don't know why I always forget that. I built a whole house, I export it, you know what I mean? It's ready to be made into a video. And then I'm like, oh wait, I never got screenshots, which is like one of the main things that you can't like do another day. You need them to post the video. So it's very annoying when that happens, but it's fine. It won't take long at all. And I will get it done pretty fast. Also, I got a subscription for the Sims Resource VIP. I tweeted about it and I was like, should I get it? Is it worth it? What are your thoughts, basically? And people were like, yes, like, for going on big hauls, CC shopping hauls and stuff, it is worth it. So, of course, I got a 1-month one. I do need to cancel it, and I set a reminder for myself to cancel it so it doesn't like auto renew or something, because I don't want that to happen, just because I only wanted it for a month just to see what it's like, so then in the future if I ever want it again, I can get it again. But I got, like I said, a 1-month one. It was like €5 or something, so I don't, it was fine for me, and I obviously went crazy. Mainly I was getting Sims 4 CC because I'm kind of getting back into that now. And I basically got every single Sims 4 piece of CC that is on the Sims resource. So there you go. But it's actually very good. You add things to your basket, and the thing is, the maximum in the basket is 1 gig. And sometimes that can fill up so quickly, which can be annoying, but it's not too bad. And then, got literally every single thing possible on the Sims resource. Then I also got some Sims 3 CC, because I feel like if I'm using CC, I'm saying CC so much, but if I'm using custom content, I will only use it from the Sims resource, just so it's easy to find, easy to link, for people to use, and it's, it is a reliable website that people can trust. I guess that's kind of my main reasoning for that. And also, if I want to upload my builds on there, it is easy to find them and download them, download everything in them. I think it's just a very good thing to do, and I'm gonna try and do that again. It's just so much, not so much work, but it's so much extra work compared to how I normally make my videos and upload them and everything. But I'll see what happens, how it goes, I guess. Maybe I'll like test it out with like one build and just see how long it takes to like actually upload them. Maybe if I'm a VIP, uploading won't be so bad. I will see. I'll see what happens, but definitely something to look into anyway, and I will let you know if there's any updates for that or anything like that. But I really recommend it. I literally spent days in a row just downloading custom content like crazy, like I said, and I actually love it. It is really, really good. You basically get it all in like a big file, like a zip file that you need to extract, but it's so good. It is so, so handy, and I really, really recommend it. So definitely give it a go if you were thinking about it, and if you tend to go on like big shopping hauls and you want to download a bunch of stuff really easily, I really recommend it. There's also so many things like the Sims resource has so many objects, old and new, and you always find these like hidden treasures. So I really recommend it. It is so fun just like browsing it and everything. But what I did was I've got like 2 accounts for some reason. I think I like made an account one day and then never used it or something, forgot my login, so I made another one, which the other one is my main one, you know what I mean? I've got other builds and stuff on there. So I'd be using that one. And it's like the Sims resource logged me out of the account that I bought the subscription on, which is my main one, and logged me into the other one. So I was like, oh my God, is my subscription gone? Have I just been scammed and like lost my subscription? Because obviously, I was logged into the other account, which didn't have the subscription. And I like, emailed the Sims resource because I had like looked everywhere. I just forgot that I had 2 accounts. And I was like, yeah, like I, just got a subscription like less than an hour ago and it's already gone. And then it was like later on that day, I was like, hang on, I should probably check if I'm even logged into the right account. Obviously, I checked and I was not on the right account. So I like emailed back and I was like, sorry, problem is fixed. Thanks for your help. So that was great. But I was like panicking and I was like, oh my God, did I just like buy that and just get scammed? Maybe I shouldn't have bought it this whole time. I should have just like, trusted my gut and not bought it. But no, I really recommend it. It is very good, very handy, and very easy to make yourself addicted to custom content, which is perfect. But anyway, we are getting to the end of the build. I will, of course, show the screenshots at the end with like music or something because I do not have them now. So I will add them later. Have a good rest of your day and a good Easter, and I hope you are safe and happy. Goodbye.